Hello, and I'd like to recommend you some of my favorite stories. If you are on Wattpad, I'm only gonna recommend my top 3 stories because if I'm being honest here, I'm actually just reading those 3 because I read bit by bit. I don't overconsume. So let's get into it. Jasmine Taylor. Jasmine Taylor is one of the first people that I've read stories from, Christian stories. She's a really good Christian writer and just a beautiful daughter of Christ. I don't know her personally, but yeah. The first story, the recommendation is called Obadiah. Obadiah. And it's an age gap Christian interracial story. Most of the stories are age gap stories and interracial stories where the main character, the female, is usually a black woman and there's a white male character. MC Mink. Okay, you get the interracial romance. So Obadiah has aphophobia, an intense, overwhelming fear of being touched. So he's the male main character, and it's a slow burn friends to lovers romance. It's really touching. But basically, to sum it up, this author Jasmine Taylor, she writes for the glory of God. The story was absolutely beautiful. It was healing, it was encouraging, it was edifying, and the way, yeah, and also the second one that I'm also reading, A Hope in Eden, it has taught me so much regarding also my relationship with the Lord and how I can approach certain things. She writes such swoon-worthy characters, and the way she writes romance and interactions. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. But I recommend that you read all of her books because every one of her books is well written. It's well. I'm not just talking about the grammar or the content. Second, I would recommend The Harvest. The Harvest is written by Simply Bennett. That I'm also not done with that. I'm currently reading that. The Harvest is about the 16-year-old guy Noah, and one of the most prominent things that stands out is this question, this repetitive question in the first chapter hits you hard. If God asked you to, would you say yes? Here we explore Noah's faith, and it makes you pause and reflect and kind of question where you are with the Lord and what you are doing, and you know what I mean. It's well written. It's edifying. It's faith based. It's fun. It's engaging. It engages me. That's why it's my number 2. The third one is Light Between Us. It's also a Christian romance. The author of Light Between Us is Love Anchored in Christ, and it's a good read. It's my number 3, and I'm not done yet because I'm savoring it. It's getting interesting, guys. It's getting interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's about a believer and an unbeliever. One finds light. It's definitely worth the read. So we have Jasmine Taylor, we have Simply Bennett, we have Love Anchored in Christ. Those are my 3 main people that I read from, and I'm still reading from them. I will recommend my own story as well, I suppose. It feels weird when you don't have to. My username is Fallout Glory. I have a short story book, a collection of short stories. So there's just a bunch of short stories within there. I have a variety, family stories, faith. It's all faith-based stories, but faith-based fantasy, faith-based romance, faith-based action, faith-based drama, and it's all collected in this one book of short stories. And I'm currently myself just exploring writing as a Christian, just trying to use my gift to serve someone else, to encourage someone else, and not use it for myself. Honestly, I just hope you check out those stories that I mentioned, and you go check out those authors as well. All the books are wow. I could have recommended more, but I don't have a large collection of stories that I'm reading. But there is a variety of Christian books out there. You just have to look. There are some gems. There are some gems, you guys. You just have to look for it, and then you'll find some good quality reading. And the thing about it is, as a Christian, I hope that um, these stories actually do get popular and just kind of um, reach the right people on the few pages, because this Wattpad app is so dark and it does need light. It needs writers. If you are a writer and you're a Christian, I encourage you, pray about it and write for the Lord, write stories so that other people can, if they stumble upon your story, maybe it could change their life, change their perspective on something. There's also devotionals. I'm currently reading Daily Manna. Daily Colon Manna. It's a devotional. So you have devotionals, you have Bibles on Wattpad, you have um, all kinds of. If you want advice regarding something, there's Christian Girl type of books for advice, or there's even Christian movies. There's Christian songs, lyrics. You have a bit of everything. You just actually have to search for it because it's not popular. Anyways, my friends, viewers, I was rambling a lot, but I hope that you do check out those stories. Yeah, actually, one last thing. Okay, so why did I make this video? I have this idea that I wanted to share story, no, make recommendations for stories, because I've personally started reading Christian stories, Christian fiction, Christian romance again, and it was intimidating. I was a little cautious, which is good. We need to be discerning and use good judgment when we engage in anything as Christians. But I found it quite pleasant, and I found the right type of books, and I realized that the Lord gave us the gift of creativity to spread His light and His love, and that's something that I also desire to do. And I also desire to just support other creators out there, whether it is content creators or Christian writers writing stories or pictures or whatever it is that they are doing or we are doing. I just feel like it should explode and become popular, and people should just see the love of the Lord within these creative things. And I hope you have a nice day, you have a blessed day, and may God bless you